Group 2.
Hello everyone, good afternoon. And we are Group 2. And today our topic is Unified Service Inquiries. And here are our group members. My name is Cai Wensheng, and she is Chen Xiaoting, and she is Yang Jiaqi. And the next is, here are our contents preview. As you can see, first of all, I'm going to talk about the warming up on page 36. And next is vocabulary on page 36 to 38. And I will demonstrate a conversation about the scenario 1 with Xiaoting on page 36 to 38. And Xiaoting will talk about the preposition exercise and activity 1 on page 40 to 41. And Jiaqi will be in charge of high and low content culture and discussion question on page 36 to 36. And Xiaoting will talk about the conclusion. And Jiaqi will talk about the references. And come back to me. I will share our inside story and job assignment. Then we have break time. And Jiaqi will talk about the comments, and three of us will choose the best commentator. And then we'll also finally will share our feedback to all the audience. Okay, the first one is warming up. And here are 3 questions, and I'm going to ask my classmates. The first one is, what is incentive travel? Does anybody want to raise your hand to answer the question? Okay. For me, I think incentive travel is a trip to design, motivate, incentivize, and reward employees and business associates. And next, why should we offer an incentive travel? And are there any positive impacts on productivity? And is it the most coveted motivational reward? Does anybody want to raise this question? Okay, for me, one of the purpose of incentive travel is that improve the team effectiveness. By changing your team, is they will get to know each other and the outside of normal working environment. This also can be a chance to develop the team bond building. And it's a best way to motivate the whole team. Okay, next, which is better, and a travel incentive or monetary incentive? Does anybody want to raise your hand to answer this question? Okay. For me, incentive programs really work. Incentive travel is a great way to foster and develop the group bonding. But if the company makes a lot of money, I think everybody will want both. Okay, the next is vocabulary. Everyone just repeat after me. Okay, the first one is incentive.
Incentive.
It means something that encourages a person to do something. For example, we offer a wide range of packages for incentive travel.
We offer a wide range of packages for incentive travel.
Okay, the next one is annual.
Annual.
It means happening once every year. We are thinking of arranging an incentive travel for our annual best salespeople at the end of this year.
We are thinking of arranging an incentive travel for our annual best salespeople at the end of this year.
Okay, the next is generate.
Generate.
It means to cause something to exist. We hope this package can reward those with the top sales figures.
We hope this package can reward those with top sales figures.
And at the same time, encourage them and motivate all the employees to generate more profits for the company in the future.
And at the same time, encourage and motivate all the employees to generate more profits for the company in the future.
Okay, next one is preference.
Preference.
It means the fact that you like something or someone more than another thing or a person. For example, and our preference is for travel to a foreign country if possible.
And our preference is for travel to a foreign country if possible.
Okay, the next one is rural.
Rural.
It means in, of, or like the countryside. Do you prefer urban or rural sites for your destination?
Do you prefer urban or rural sites for your destination?
Okay, next one is minimize.
Minimize.
It means to reduce something to the least possible level or amount. For example, they are quite close to Taiwan and have similar social and cultural background to Taiwan.
They are quite close to Taiwan and have similar social and cultural backgrounds to Taiwan.
So, it's easy to minimize possible adaptation problems.
So it's easy to minimize possible adaptation problems.
Okay, the next one, I will demonstrate a scenario one with Qiaoting. Okay, Mr. Westfield, basically we offer a wide range of packages for incentive travel. What kind of information would you like to know?
We are thinking of arranging an incentive travel for our annual best salespeople the end of this year. And this is our first time to organize this type of trip. We hope this package can reward those with the top sales figures and at the same time encourage and motivate all the employees to generate more profit for the company in the future.
I see, Mr. Westfield. Okay, before I introduce our packages, I may need some more details about your needs. Around how many people are there in the group? And will it be inbound or outbound travel tour?
Well, there will be 120 persons at least, and perhaps more will join later. And our preference is for travel to a foreign country if possible, but we prefer it not being far away from Taiwan, as most of us cannot be away for too long.
Okay, do you prefer urban or rural sites for your destination?
Sorry, we haven't really talked about that yet. What do you suggest?
Well, since your duration is quite short, I'd recommend Hong Kong or Singapore. They are quite close to Taiwan and have similar social and cultural backgrounds to Taiwan. So it's easy to minimize possible adaptation problems.
Have you ever arranged any package to Hong Kong or Singapore before?
Yes, our industry professionals in these places are well experienced in hosting incentive travel, and some even offer extra benefits for those who arrange incentive travel activities there. Do you want me to email you a detailed brochure for reference?
Oh yes, that would be very helpful. I'll get back to you later after we've had a chance to discuss it further. Thank you so much for your help.
Sure, no problem, anytime. Then I will give floor to Qiaoting, and she will talk about the preposition exercise.
Okay, let's start the preposition exercise. There are 8 questions in this part. Please raise your hand if you know the answer. Question 1. What else do you need know? Does anyone know? Anjing? Yes, the answer is 2. What else do you need to know?
What else do you need to know?
Question 2. And instead offering ready-made packages, we tailor to the client's specific needs. Does anyone know? Listen.
Instead of.
Yes, the answer is, and instead of offering ready-made packages, we tailor to the client's specific needs.
And instead of offering ready-made packages, we tailor to the client's specific needs.
Next time, we give the feedback. If it's correct or not, then we applaud and then you repeat. So we won't be doing 2 things at the same time.
Okay.
Okay. You understand?
Question 3. We always attempt to produce a memorable event our clients. Does anyone know? 那个成语 Yes, the answer is 4. We always attempt to produce a memorable event for our clients.
We always attempt to produce a memorable event for our clients.
Question 4. We provide you a team that is involved throughout all the stages of planning. 若宁 Yes, the answer is we provide you with a team that is involved throughout all the stages of planning.
We provide you with
A team that is involved throughout all the stages of planning.
Question 5. In addition, the project manager will travel on site you to supervise the program and ensure its success. Does anyone know? 明倩 Yes, the answer is we. In addition, the
wait. We applause for the right answer, and then you repeat. You understand? Winston, could you tell her?
他知道。
And then you say, please repeat after me.
Please repeat after me. In addition, the project manager will travel on site with you to supervise the program and ensure its success.
In addition, the project manager will travel on site with you to supervise the program and ensure its success.
Question 6. Let me share the ones which are especially popular our clients. 丁义 Yes, the answer is we. Let me share the ones which are especially popular with our clients.
Let me share the ones which are especially popular with our clients.
Question 7. Okay, I'll bring this information back our meeting and will contact you again shortly once we reach a final decision. Does anyone know? 陈宇
2.
Yes, the answer is 2. Okay, I will bring this information back to our meeting and we'll contact you again shortly once we reach a final decision.
Okay, I will bring this information back to our meeting and will contact you again shortly once we reach a final decision.
The last question. We guarantee you a hassle-free procedure the pre-program on-site and post-program stages. Does anyone know? Wangjun? Yes, the answer is during. We guarantee you a hassle-free procedure during the pre-program on-site and post-program stages.
We guarantee you a hassle-free procedure during the pre-program on-site and post-program stages.
Okay, let's move to the activity 1. For the first part, we are thinking of asking the first incentive travel to arrange a project for our company. This is our company's information. The name of the company is BBC Company, and industry of the company is clothing industry. Number of rewarded employees is 120 persons. And next, the reasons for rewarding the employees is reward annual best sales people, and we preferred Hawaii for 5 days. Then our special request is choose the hotel with infinity pool, and our budget is $2 million NT dollars. For the second part, I am a sales representative, work for First Incentive Travel, and this is my information. My job description is sales representative, and my service provided timelines, event overviews, and cost saving, and so on. My previous successful cases is incentive travel for Apple Company. And next, the type of incentive travel available are domestic travel and travel abroad. And the client usually asks, what should they prepare? And I usually ask the client what is their budget. Next part is high and low contact culture. I will give the floor to Jiaqi.
Okay,
Okay, so for high no contact, I am going to share a short story with you instead of analyze some differences. Grana is a writer from Taiwan and currently lives in Switzerland with her Swiss husband. One day, she posted an article on Facebook said, about their conversation. Her husband asked her, "Hey, you hungry?" Grana just simply say, "Mm-hmm." To be more generally, she say, in Chinese. At the moment her husband heard the response, he got crouchy and said, "What exactly do you want? You're hungry or you don't even want to eat?" This is very implied. Now, I assume everyone here understand that if Taiwanese say or in this situation, it can stand for, "Yes, prepare whatever you want, I'm going to eat anyway." However, low contact cultural people will not accept when we use this kind of intonations when we talk to them. Next, let's watch a video of another situation.
And I think we're done. I think it looks great.
What do you mean that looks good, we're done? Have you seen this haircut? This is the worst haircut I've ever got. No, I'm not paying for this. Look at it. The sides are uneven. It looks terrible. I'm not paying for it. No way.
And I think we're all finished up. I think it looks great.
Oh, you're done?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
You like it?
No, it looks great. No.
Let me take a bit too much off the top. I do like it.
Don't even worry. Accidents happen. That's totally fine. Even though I just came in for a beard trim, I was looking for an haircut as well. That looks magic. No, look at that. You know, I'm into medieval times and stuff like that, like monks and stuff like that. This suits me. No, I'm absolutely chuffed.
Oh my god, you hate it, don't you? You're crying.
No, I'm just getting emotional from how great it looks. I'm telling you now, that's just amazing. It really brings my eyes out. How much is this?
£50.
50 quid. How about round it up to 100 quid? That's your tip. It's absolutely great.
And I think we're done. I think it looks great.
So as we can see from video, American will tell you how they feel and what they think directly. However, British people will not tell you what exactly they feel. I mean, they are going to tell you, but with humor. Humor is often combined with understatement. Here's more examples of how British people sugarcoat their discourses. For example, when British people say that's not bad, it actually means that's good, but foreigner will understand as that's poor. Next, when British people say quite good, it actually means a bit disappointing. However, the foreigners will understand as quite good. Finally, when British people say very interesting, it actually means this is clearly nonsense. But foreigner will understand as they are impressed. So if we had chance to talk to British people, please pay attention on what I say. It must be really funny. Finally, I have compared 4 countries: Taiwan, Switzerland, United States, and United Kingdom. Each of them use their special ways to show the cultural differences. To end this part, I'm going to draw a quote from Guanna. "Even talk straightforward is considered coolness in our country, but when it's necessary, we should express ourselves directly. Don't take a risk of being misinterpreted and causing conflict." Next, discussion questions. There are 2 questions that we have to discuss. Let's get into it. First question, if you were assigned the task of arranging an incentive travel for your company, how would you decide on a destination? Ethan.
I think safety is important.
Sorry， 是谁先举手？是戴宇吗？哦，sorry， 戴宇。
I will do some research on the most popular place to go after. For example, Japan or
Okay, love your answer. It was really clear and brief. I believe most of you will think Japan and Korea in the first minute. Well, let me share my answer with you. I'll make a Google form to conduct what people like to go the most, or just refer to our budget to find somewhere affordable. Next, after doing that, what trip detail will remind you to figure it out? Ethan.
I think safety is important. We should all have travel insurance.
Okay, I am actually thinking the same answer with you. When I see these questions, the first thing that come up to my mind is safety. I think we should be extra protect our personal belongings such as wallet, ID, and passport. Even while traveling in Taiwan, we should pay attention on our valuables. For example, if we're carrying any bags like backpack or handy bag or tote, we should bring it to your side, bring it to your front, keep them inside. And this is the end of my part. I'm give the floor to Chao Ting.
So I'm going to talk about the conclusion. This is our conclusion. First is warming up on page 36. Second is scenario 1 on page 36 and 37. Third is discussion questions on page 39. And finally is activity 1 on page 40. Next part is references. I will give the floor to Judge.
Okay, so it's me again. The references, our vocabulary, most use Yahoo Dictionary. And for Hanlo content culture, we found a video from TikTok, an article from Facebook. Next is inside story. I'll give forward to Wensheng.
Okay, it's Wensheng again. And I'm going to share our inside story. As you can see, this is our first time discussion on live group, October 31st, 2022. Attendees is 3 of us. The purpose of this discussion, we'll talk about the job assignment. And next is our first time meeting on November 2nd, 2022. We choose 3504 for the meeting place. Attendees is 3 of us. The purpose of this meeting, we've discussed the content preview, general discussion, job assignments, mainly discuss high and low content, culture. And the next is second meeting on November 8th, 2022. We choose meeting place is 3701. Attendees is 3 of us. The purpose of this second meeting, we've talk about the general discussion and then confirm the process and the schedule. And this is our first time rehearsal on November 15th, 2022. We choose 3504 to our rehearsal place. Attendees is 3 of us. And this is our second rehearsal. We choose live group for our rehearsal place. It's on November 23rd, 2022. Attendees is 3 of us. Next is our third time rehearsal. It's on November 26th, 2022. We choose teams for our third time rehearsal place. Attendees is 3 of us. And this is our final rehearsal. It's today, November 28th, 2022. We choose 3504 for our final rehearsal place. Attendees is 3 of us. And next is our job assignment. As you can see, my part has warming up on page 36, vocabulary on page 36 to 38, scenario 1 on page 36 to 38. And I've done the inside story and job assignment and PowerPoint design. next is Qiaoting's part. She has done scenario 1 on page 36 to 38, and activity 1 on page 40 to 41. Conclusion and proposition exercise, and the three of us will choose the best commentator and the PowerPoint design. And next is Judge's part. She's done high and low, she was in charge of the high and low content culture and discussion question on page 36 and references. Then we have break time and comments and PowerPoint design. And next I'll give the floor to to Jiaqi.
Okay, so let's take a break. Please come back at 4:20.